Hello Taurus, welcome to Truth Well Told Tarot. This is your monthly reading for March 2019 for the sign of Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. I hope you're well, Taurus. So here are the cards. We have the general energies of the month, the Moon, the Page of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, the King of Swords. The overriding energy of the month is the Strength card. Top two cards talk about romance relationships with Judgment and the Ace of Cups. Bottom two cards, but three popped out, so I'll read them, is business and finances, money, with the Nine of Swords, the Page of Wands and the Four of Wands. I've also pulled an Angel Answer card and an Angel Oracle card for further clarification. Taurus, before we actually get into the reading, I had a real strong sense that, honestly, it sent shivers down my spine because, and I don't normally get that in these kind of readings, we have Judgment here, and we've also got the Three of Swords here, and certainly being next to the King of Swords, I just had this immediate sense in my head that someone's not happy at how you've been treated. Whether it's the universe, it could be the universe, this is karma, or whether it's somebody in your life, but somebody is absolutely not happy. Somebody of power, authority, significance. So yeah, I just feel that there's some kind of like karma coming the way for someone who has upset you. And that won't matter, that won't be relevant for all of you. It will resonate with maybe some of you, but I just had to say that message because normally when I was putting out the cards, I kind of get certain messages, but this was a really strong message of saying, I'm not happy with how you've been treated in love. It's a relationship. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that first, but let's start with the Strength card. The Strength card is about finding courage. It's about finding your power as well. It's about facing your demons, things that have made you afraid. It can also signify strength of the mind. Getting that control over your mind, what you allow to upset you. You know, sometimes when we have a moment to ourselves, we hanker back and think of times that looked better than they actually were. We sometimes think of negativities, actions that were done to us that upset us, and it can be one of those situations where we can stew. This Strength card is having the strength, the power to decide and control what you think of and what you don't think of. And yeah, you know, this image of, do you remember, I don't know if any of you have seen Gone with the Wind with Scarlett O'Hara, but she used to say, I'm not thinking about that today. When she encountered any kind of trouble, I'm going to think about that tomorrow. And that's the strength of mind. This is allowing how you allow your thoughts, your feelings to sometimes cloud your judgment and stop you from moving on. So that's the real courage is within. But also it cannot be about facing your demons, facing your adversaries, having the strength to take control of your life again. Now let's start with the Three of Swords. Three of Swords is about heartbreak. There's levels to this card. It can be about disappointment, it can be about upset, it can be about being let down. Somebody that you trusted, somebody that you had a connection with, that you really liked. Could be in a relationship, husband, wife, partner. Could be with close friendships, close relationships at work. So this talks about, you know, very much being hurt, deeply hurt. And I kind of think for some of you, this has led to your emotions running wild. You know, there are emotions that we can control. We have the dog here and the wolf. The wolf is uncontrolled emotions. The dog is I can't speak today. Emotions that we can control. And the moon says that we have the intuition, the know-how, the gut instinct to get out of this situation. This is emotions running high. And to see the path clearly, to understand how to move forward, you have to use your instinct. You know the answers within you now to move forward. and to listen to yourself, get clarity and listen to yourself. And you are getting clarity because you have the King of Swords here. This is a very successful card. This is a card of authority, and I kind of think this links in with the Strength card, getting that authority back in your life. This, as I said, could also be somebody who is helping you through this situation, who is really not happy. He mimics the pose of justice. So this is a kind of like earthly justice when this card pops up. It stands for truth and right. He's on the side of right. And very clear thinking. And again, he talks about the power of the mind. You see the butterfly on the throne in the background. This talks about how you can transform your situation by getting control of the mind. The swords are very much linked to the mind, and it just reiterates what the Strength card is saying to you, that you get strength and courage from getting a grip on yourself first, and then dealing with other situations, getting a grip on you, putting things into perspective, getting clarity in your thoughts, not allow yourself being put down by negative emotions, thoughts, feelings that might crop up in your mind. So the real power to the King of Swords is the mental clarity, the ability to see into the future, plan and strategize, because he has that mental clarity. Also, the King of Swords judges things without emotion, and it's asking you to actually control your emotions now and see things for what they are, because once you do and put things into perspective, it becomes easier to move on. And you are doing, Taurus. And I will say, actually, when I was putting out these cards as well, I think your emotional life has maybe affected your business, career, finances in some way, shape or form. Maybe it's spilled over, because I'm going to read these together. And this is another sign of that, to be fair. A change is coming within you, and I think you're focusing again, you're becoming more grounded. Where you felt ungrounded before, where emotions were ruling your mind, you're getting that mental clarity, that mental perspective, that courage, taking your power back, what you want in life, you're important, and beginning to see opportunity to move forward. This could be to achieve material success, so it could be a job, this could be an investment. It could also be about how to move forward into finding more grounded relationships, because the Pentacles can talk about relationships, committed relationships, solid relationships, and valuing those people who have supported you. This card is also about growth. It's about expansion. The pages are about the beginnings of an idea, something new, something exciting. The seeds are planted in the field here that's been newly sown, and the wind is protected. The field is protected by the wind because we've got the trees in the background. This is a sign of planting your seeds now to reap the rewards later. So now's the time to actually start thinking about growth, expansion. What areas of your life do you want to grow and expand, Taurus? Because there's opportunity around you. And this is a very forward-looking card. I think there's a change in you. I think there is a change coming, and you begin to focus more. Now, as I mentioned before, these two cards, I really did get tingles with Judgment. Judgment it can be about karma. Everyone's actions are judged under this Judgment card. And it's not just your actions, it's others in relation to you. So obviously, I've already mentioned the message that I had before. This is also about an awakening to your true self. This is about letting go of the past. This is about letting go of all baggage. And I think this is all baggage. And it's saying leave them to judgment. It says you need to move forward now. You need to move on. And I think some of you need to hear that. So I'm going to say it again. You need to move on now and leave those people who have hurt you to karma, to judgment, because it will happen. And you are moving on. A new beginning is on offer for you. This is the hand of the divine orchestrating a new beginning for you. So you're not alone in this journey, even though you felt alone in this upset, this confusion. You're not alone. The divine is always there. It's a loving offer to move on. Now, this is also about finding yourself again. This could be about finding self-love, self-worth, again, coming back to the Strength card, finding your own power, finding your own emotional stability. Maybe after instability with the Moon card, emotional instability, emotions running high. This is about finding that centre again and understanding the beauty of life again, understanding the offer of, understanding that this offer can mean new love coming into your life. We have the 5 streams running over this card that talks about the 5 senses, the 6th sense being a spiritual sense, understanding that we grow, we evolve. Our emotions are very much a part of our learnings of how we grow, how we expand in life, how we learn from experience. And this is you making sense of it. This is you making sense of your place in the world and understanding that there's new love on offer for you potentially, because this can be an offer of new love. This could be somebody new coming into your life. When you let go of the past, you can't move on until you let go. And that's the key. Now, I did mention that this can be business, finances. Let's start with the 9 of Swords. I do think that this is linked very much to maybe what's going on in your personal life. Maybe this has affected you. It could have affected you financially as well. It could have affected you at work, potentially. But also, this is somebody who has their head in their hands, that's not seeing the truth and clarity of the situation. That's not putting things into perspective. And again, with Judgment straight above this card, it's saying leave the worries, the upset, whoever's upset you, leave them to Judgment and move on. See the truth and clarity of the situation. That's what the swords mean, truth and clarity. Put things into perspective and move on, because you're so close to ending this. This is a 9. You're close to the 10, which is just finishing it completely. And the way to finish it is to let go. And I kind of think you are doing. You've got 2 pages, the beginning of something great. So yeah, because this is finances, potentially. This is material success, material wealth. And this is to do with taking advantage of opportunities that might present themselves in business. And look, there's opportunity to grow. The wand is sprouting. This talks about potential growth, potential success coming your way. The wands are also about power, re-establishing your power, standing on your own 2 feet, beginning to understand that there's a change in you on the business front as well. So this is the general change that could permeate everything. There's a change in you on the business front. You're beginning to be filled with ambition, drive, determination, fire, passion, desire to move forward now. And I think you're letting go. You're letting go, Taurus. And then this is a beautiful energy, beautiful energy. The 4 of Wands, this is a happy home. This is about bringing stability, real stability, solidity back into your life after difficulties of the past. This can be happy relationships as well. This can be about marriage, engagement, finding your true partners potentially. So yeah, it's a beautiful energy. It's a card of celebration with the kind of like celebratory wreath attached to the wands. The other thing that I will say about this card is it is 1111. 1111 has many meanings to people. For me, it can be about people who have gone to the other side, connecting with you in some way, shape or form, telling you that they're watching over you, giving you strength, tying in with the universal energies to guide you forward in difficult times and saying that you're not alone. And sometimes this is manifested through seeing birds. Some people see feathers, white feathers. Some people hear the same pieces of music. But the 1111 is very much saying that you're being guided through this process. And trust that the universe has your back. The universe has your back, absolutely. So let go of all this and move on, because there's real potential on offer for you in business. There's potential on offer for you in love. There's potential on offer for you in your general reading. And you've got the strength to move on now. So the first card is take action. This is the angel answer card. Take action. And I think you need to now. This is taking action, moving on to a new beginning in love. Taking action, moving on from having a confused mind, putting things into perspective in your business. Take action in your general reading, in your general life, to improve things for the better and bring in expansion and growth. Take action to bring power, to assert your power again after difficulties. Now, 2 fell out for the angel oracle cards, and this was soulmate and romance. So sometimes when we lose one relationship, that can herald in a new time, and it's opening your heart again. Make sure your heart's open to really recognise new opportunities, because this could be on offer for you. This is real happiness, success, stability. I hope you enjoyed the reading, Taurus. If you did, please do like, share and subscribe. I hope it's a great month, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.